Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Julia and I have a message for you. I'm starting this the second time because the first one I was like, what was I always saying? And I'm probably like almost whispering because I feel so awkward. But I wanted to feel like I don't know, just like this is like a one-time thing, I won't be coming back to filming regularly anytime soon, but I wanted to just Easter special. No, I wanted to use the Christmas as like an opportunity to do something here. All right, so I was getting a lemon. And at first I was like, what? I suddenly tasted lemon and I was like, okay, I saw lemon somewhere while I was moving things around, and um and I was like, okay. And then I started hearing a song called Lemon, surprising, by Tonga, and I was like, okay, but this is like giving me like summer vibes, but if I remember correctly, it came out during winter, like in January, I think. So like overall, that song always reminds me of like this February kind of vibe, not like this, not December, but it has like a vibe of winter regardless. So whatever. What I want to just say is that like something may have come unexpectedly into your life, and like not at the time that you would expect it to come into your life, but it did. But like, yeah. And also with Lemon, I listened to that song and I was like, nothing in particular, except I just had to do it too. Except like I was getting like a vibe. How do I say this? Like a vibe of like love, and I suddenly started seeing like a lot of color yellow. Surprising. And I was like, okay, yellow, what it can be. And I was immediately like, okay, solar plexus chakra. So immediately what I heard was that your love with someone, but we'll see, probably yes, because like that song, um like your relationship with someone, or no, someone is your love, I'm hearing. They're like boosting your confidence. I'm getting a lot of solar plexus chakra, like a lot. Maybe root. I just saw some sort of a root here. Yeah, I was getting with that, but like no, I'm getting yellow a lot, but like a yellow, not like a cozy yellow like this. It's yellow and lemon. So we'll see. Actually, you know what? I was like, okay, this is going to be like, it is awkward. I feel incredibly awkward. But I thought that I'm going to be like, oh my god, I don't know what to do, with like cards and everything. But it's pretty okay. Like I feel like I did it yesterday, not like 6 months ago. Oh my god. So I was curious if coffee is going to come out. I doubt that this is coffee in like English, whatever. But kawa is coffee in Polish, and I'm drinking coffee like without caffeine because I would like be hyperventilating right now. But we have community. I suddenly got like in the mood of like mm, like Dora like used to ask the audience for something, and like obviously you cannot answer, But like when I was younger, I was watching like the Mikey Mickey Clubhouse, whatever. In Polish, it's different. But anyway, like Mickey was also asking like questions in like a way, and I was like always like, nobody is going to answer you. You know, I'm getting some sort of like a wisdom. The card that I earlier was being drawn towards was also wisdom by Solo. So yeah. But I'm getting like some sort of like a, you may feel more confident with that solar plexus. You may feel more confident because you gain some sort of wisdom about love, probably. But with community, I'm getting like more than community, I'm getting just mm, like sense of connection more, like, because this may be like with multiple people, just like here, you know, a group of people, but this can also be like, no, I'm getting more so a relationship kind of, and I'm getting like you. This is not. I thought it's like the like the west, north, whatever. Here I don't know if you can see. Probably not. But I thought it's more like this, but it's not. It's just like a flower with arrows. But I'm hearing with that you regained a sense of direction in your life. I don't know what I'm seeing. It's like I'm seeing just like a lot of like symbols of something. Like it's nothing in particular. It's nothing like solid that I can grab onto, like, you know, energetically. So bear with me. Celebration, kinship with tribe, community, friendship, union, finding. Oh my God, your chosen family. Pluto, Moon. But I'm still hearing connection, so I'm not going to focus as much on this. Butterfly is like caught my attention. Kava's energy moves through our nervous system like a butterfly, relaxing, widening, and assisting us in surrendering. You know what? For my Polish brain, when I read Kava, I immediately think of coffee. And like reading this, Kava's energy moves through our nervous system like a butterfly, relaxing, blah blah blah. I was like, no, it doesn't. Like, my brain is immediately like, no, it doesn't. Because coffee, for me, like, caffeine makes me more anxious. So, when it moves through my nervous system, it doesn't work that way. And I'm hearing like you kind of misunderstood something earlier. Like, before something happened, I'm hearing before you got into union with that, I'm seeing a lot of like celebration. For me, the letter U has like a very like light pink color, and I saw that, and I'm getting like that, and I'm here seeing like fireworks. So like it was peaceful, I'm getting, but like explosive at the same time. The start of a relationship, or no, I'm not getting a relationship, not a connection. Okay, so I'm getting that it was like boom, you know, but at the same time it was very peaceful, and like it's like was like to you, not like, you know. um mm, mm, mm. Yeah, he remember that you don't have to do this alone. Do it alone. I'm hearing like, yeah, receive support from the universe and others to join you in the path. I'm getting like the relationship with this person is like just this start of your new life when it comes to being in relationships with people. That's mostly what I'm getting. 2 cards, and we have that wisdom card. So yeah, okay. What do we have here? Jupiter and Pluto. I'm getting you gained a lot of lack and intuition. No, you gained a lot of lack and um wisdom and just like confidence and like a sense of being like more self-assured through this relationship. But like I'm getting this has to be like a new one. This is not something that happened like in the past year or so. I'm getting like recently, like up to 3 months, maybe four. But I'm getting three more. Like I'm seeing the number three, so that would be significant. I'm seeing like a triangle. So maybe before it was like a, I don't want to say love triangle situation, but sort of like something was going on with the third party. And we have the moon here also with lotus and intuition. Like I'm getting, it was something like that you had like an intuitive feeling about, but now like you have like a confirmation maybe, but this may be not related to this situation I'm hearing, but something about it is magical. Actually, this is my favorite card ever. I don't know, I look at this and I want to bath in whatever water that is. Like it just looks so peaceful and magical. And when I look at these candles, I was actually saving this for filming this reading, and like the only thing that comes to my mind is that they are sweating. I don't know, yes, you can see how like they're dripping, and like it reminds me of sweat so much, so something about that may be significant. But also I'm getting that maybe getting up to this point of having like the best thing, like the thing that you like, your favorite thing I'm hearing, was like very difficult, and like you had to like, they say like break a sweat, whatever, you were sweating because that's how hard and hot that it was. I'm getting like something about like, if this is a person, I'm hearing that they're very hot, like very attractive to you, but also I'm hearing like the connection with them is like very flamey, like very hot, you know, flamey. I'm getting twin flames again. So yeah, rebirth, and we have death and rebirth. Oh my god, I love this energy. But I like, I grabbed the rebirth card first, and then I like flipped the death. So I'm hearing like you kind of had to do something like not the order that's usual, which doesn't which doesn't mean that it's bad, you know. It just means that like something about this connection or your life currently, yeah, is unusual. Yeah, here there's like a big cat. I'm not going to even try to name it. It has like, you know, I don't know if it is it cheetah? I don't know. But like I'm getting like, when I see like big cats, I immediately think of like the little ones, and I feel like the little cats, you know, the cats you have at home, are like more aggressive than the big ones. I feel like that's just my like observation. Like that's how I feel about that. Like I feel like the big cats are more like, you have to like do something to trigger that like instinct in them. But like in those little ones, you don't have to do anything, and they're like, you know, they're already like, you know, wanting to scratch, you know. So I'm getting like something about that. I don't know if someone, if your person, I'm actually, I'm actually getting that your person was like a cat. Like I don't know, I'm getting something about like claws, and you know, maybe they do like their nails very sharp and like long. Um, with the snake here, I don't know. I'm getting something about like I'm hearing like a sexy femininity, kind of, which doesn't mean that they're a woman, obviously, but it's like, and I'm seeing like, you know, a womb here and everything, so I'm getting like a female kind of vibe more, but it just reminds me of like someone having to like spark something. So I'm getting like the rebirth happened because of that person in you. And then, or now they're dying. Wait. Is that so? Because I'm seeing a portal. I heard that before they will be ready to receive you or something from you, they need to die first. Like they need to shed their skin, because I'm looking at this snake. You won't be able to see this, but it looks kind of like it's cut in half, and like one half is here and the second one is here, and like like an old aspect of them had to like die, and now they're like no. Sorry. um when you guys connected, they were going through a rebirth, and they were like blooming, I'm hearing, but at the same time they were going through a different transformation, and they were shedding their skin, and now that other process is happening, and now they're going through a death of some sort. I just got like a period cramp, very not bad, but like, it hurts anyway. So I'm getting like some sort of like a menstrual cycle kind of thing with this lotus here, and intuition, and like overall, yeah, there's another woman there. I'm hearing like more, which deck I want to use. I'm hearing more like oh my god, what's up with these candles? Can you see them? Like they died so quickly. Like it's literally like 15 minutes since I like started them. Whatever. So yeah. Oh, you know what? You cannot really see this flame. It's there. I can see it like from my angle. So I'm getting like maybe something in your connection. You fear no, yeah, sometimes you cannot see the spark in your connection, and you like get worried or something, but I'm hearing it's more about this person than you. So I'm like, at these moments when you cannot see their spark, it's there, it's just hidden behind like the layers of like skin that they need to shed, because oh, you can see that flame. This is like blocking your view, so it's like, it reminds me of skin. Like from this angle it looks like a very patchy and the skin. So I'm getting like, yeah, at moments when you cannot see their spark, and you fear like something died in your relationship, it's actually going through a rebirth. It's going deeper. The candle is like going deeper, you know what I mean? um yeah, actually I was called to use this deck, and I was like, what? Because I wasn't feeling that. So now, since this is about a woman, yeah, I'm getting like feminine energy more, but I'm seeing physically a female, which it doesn't have to be like that, but I'm seeing, what am I seeing? I'm seeing like this kind of color. Oh, like I mean this. And for me, this is like, the word avoidance has that color, so maybe something about that. And maybe in moments where like they retreat, maybe that's what that's about. Like, you cannot see them, but they're there. Oh, we have that color. And we have chariot, which is like moving somewhere. It reminds me of running right now, so something about like jogging may be significant also, but it may be avoidance as well, so we'll see. But there's lots of blue, and the only card that has like almost no blue at all is like this one with death. So for me, blue reminds me of water. Wow. And water feelings, all that. So maybe in moments when they're like running from like very dark, heavy, and difficult feelings, you cannot feel them, see them, hear from them, or even hearing like I'm seeing like a cat like hissing at someone when like you want to pet them. So maybe they're that kind of person, like when you have like a conflict, or they have like an inner conflict, they're like, don't touch me right now, So in moments like these, I'm just hearing that the universe is like trying to tell you right now that it's not them not liking you anymore. It's not them being, you know, I heard a bitch, but you know, this can go both ways. Um, it's not that. It's just more like something in them, which doesn't obviously like excuse what they're doing if they're making you feel like bad, neglected, and whatever. Do we want these cards? We don't. So, I, I'm saying that like you're still connected in this moment. It's just that there's certain things that they need to go through alone. I want these actually. They need to go through alone, and you cannot assist them. And that you just need to like. I'm not even getting the energy of like letting them be alone, but like, what am I getting? Wait. Because with the Six of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, immediately we have a cat and we have a I was seeing this kind of Queen of Wands energy with the cheetah card, cat, whatever. Okay, there's actually a story in those cards, so I'm going to move them to the side and we'll come back to that. So okay, so the advice for you in those moments is to know like is to learn. I'm hearing how to support them, but like from afar, kind of, not like I'm hearing that you need to know how to stay connected, but not aggressively connected. I'm thinking about a candle and like it's built. Oh my god. But you know, like when I put my hands here, I can feel like the warmth of every single flame here, you know? But separately, they don't look like they're giving, you cannot see heat, that's what I want to say, you know? But when I put my hand here, I just feel like a lot of heat. So I'm getting like in the moments when they are like trying to isolate themselves, because I saw the Hermit card earlier and I put it back in the deck. Oh my god, because I was like, no, we're not taking that. So in moments where you want to like, when they are separating and like you want to separate yourself from them too because you feel like you will be too much or something like that, you need to like stay in like the how do I say this, the zone of their warmth. Like, you know, I'm hearing that you know what I mean, so I'm going to stop trying to explain that. But yeah, there's something you need to remember, that you need to make them feel like you're together even though you're separated. Okay, because yeah, with these cards, you know, this is reciprocity. Maybe there's this like triggered by something like maybe you like individually go through certain phases of like death, rebirth. Something happens, something is repaired, something is triggered, whatever. You go through that like individually, or you like trigger that within each other, and like you're going through the same thing around the same time. I'm hearing it's just like manifested in a different way. For example, I don't have an example. Let's say like one of you doesn't eat enough and the other one doesn't drink enough water, you know? So one of you is malnourished, one of you is thirsty. And it's like the same core wound problem of not taking care of your body in a way, of not nourishing your body in the way that it deserves to be nourished and needs to blah blah blah. But like it manifests itself in a different way, but it's like kind of the same. You know what I mean? I hope you do. Okay, I'm going to put them to the side, and here I'm seeing actually what triggers them. They feel confident in like their feminine energy. This may be a man, just saying. Yes, so they feel confident in their feminine energy, and like everything's fine between you guys. You're like, you're like very, but I'm like maybe intimate, close, because this is sexual energy also. But I'm getting like there's something, your relationship just feels like very good and confident, if that makes sense. And like you both feel very good with each other, and they like feel very good, and then with the Hierophant, it like immediately moves into like a deeper spiritual, but at the same time stars, so at the same time grounded commitment, if that makes sense. And then they panic because it gets too real, with Taurus I'm getting like an energy of something like grounded, like with roots. And like when the roots of your relationship start to spread more, your person is like, oh, okay, I cannot like let this happen. But they're triggered. It's not that they're doing that on purpose. I'm hearing more. We had nervous system somewhere earlier, so like I'm just getting my throat is like like I'm this is not like my first time talking for so long, I obviously talk to people, so it's like an issue here. So maybe they have trouble with like Taurus is also from like rules the throat, so maybe their issue is like articulating what they feel in that moment, which kind of makes a lot of sense. Then we have the Devil, which is like the trigger part, this is when they retreat. But Devil also reminds me of like the feeling of wanting to be close, but like in an unhealthy way. So I'm hearing they may use like sex with you to like kind of like get closer. I'm hearing actually, because I just look at the child here in the womb, and I'm hearing that maybe something in them, like, how do I say this? Because uh like sex is like, for making babies, regardless of if you actually can have them with your partner or not. It's like the instinct for that is for that. And since we had like the Queen of Wands creative energy, we had like, lots of feminine energy flowing here. They may want to like create something with you, like subconsciously, so like they like feel that urge of like that sexual energy, but it's not coming from like a healthy place. It's still coming from love, but just like in a different way. This is like them being triggered more than secure, if that makes sense. They want to like cling to you in that way, I'm hearing. So I'm hearing like their body picks up on that, and their body wants to like tie themselves to you, if that makes sense. Then we have the Ace of Cups. So I'm hearing like after that trigger, they immediately come back to love. And then we have Two of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess, so lots of feminine energy. So with Two of Swords, this is choice, this is choosing the right thing, although the choice is never easy with the Two of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, again, this is that Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Capricorn also with the Devil. That's that energy, of being rooted, grounded. So they like eventually, I'm hearing they quickly, kind of quickly, I'm hearing, because we have also fire here, but like I'm hearing like they quickly come back to that state of being grounded and not triggered. And they did need, how do I say this, I'm seeing like a chemical reaction, but like written down. And like I'm hearing that the catalyst for this product to happen, from this to alchemize that fear into this grounded feeling and commitment eventually, because this is both like Taurus, so like to ground that, to plant that seed, the catalyst for that is unconditional love, because this is the Ace of Cups. This is like pure, innocent love. So So I'm not sure if it has something to do with you or with them, but since this came immediately after the devil, maybe, but just like if it already happened and I'm hearing that you will know about that, if it's not for you, you also know. um it could happen that unconditional love could be heightened during physical intimacy, and that may help them, but only I'm hearing if you already know about that. If not, then that's not that. It's just like a different kind of love, but I'm hearing it's still connected to you in some way, but maybe more energetically with the High Priestess. For Three of Pentacles, this is also like doing something together, like, collaborating on something, community. So again, I'm getting just like it has to happen with someone, and in this case, for them, that someone is you. We have Justice. Oh, you actually, I'm hearing you bring like energetic justice into their nervous system, which is nice. Again, with these moon phases, I'm getting like a menstrual cycle. So what? If they're a woman, I'm hearing like naturally they go through phases, like the moon, maybe together with the moon. But like, I'm hearing they go through the phases of wanting to be closer, not like ooh, a moment. But they go through these phases, and like if yours, and we have intuition with water again here. So if you support their natural rhythm, that's that unconditional love I'm hearing. But like support it without interrupting that. Oh my god. So you know what? First, I'm feeling very called to actually ask if you are already doing that. I'm hearing that you may be, but you may not be aware of that. Like you may be still questioning whether like you're doing the right thing with them or not. Like whether the things that you do to support them are accurate. I'm hearing for their nervous system. I actually heard. I'm getting lots of like electricity. Okay, and then get to what else I saw in a moment. You know what I'm hearing? You're doing a very good job at learning how energy moves through them. So like, I'm hearing if you already know what you're doing right, then keep doing that. Because like I'm hearing it works, and so so Okay. Yeah. You're doing a good job. So keep doing that. We have Ethiopian opal, which I don't know, whatever. Fertile ground, which reminds me of pregnancy again. Blah blah blah. Unicorn energy, rainbow child. Actually, this is interesting. Oh, we have the Empress tree. Catalyst for change, clarity, blah blah blah. It also reminds me of a woman. We have woman phases, so it just nicely ties to everything I already said. But yeah, no, you're doing a good job. And like we have two unicorns here, so like I'm actually hearing you both do a very good job at supporting each other. But in case you're wondering like why the same things that work for you, the same things that that person does for you don't work for them when you do them for them. You know what I mean? If you're wondering why, it's because like you're both different, like you have like a different energy blueprint. I'm hearing. I actually wanted to put my ring on, my opal ring on, and I was like, no, I don't feel it today. So it's interesting that the opal comes through here, because what, with this rainbow chai, I'll actually when I bought this, I actually I don't know, whatever. Um, I actually pulled this card the same day, and I was like, there has to be something, you know? And I was like researching what a rainbow child is, and then I came like it doesn't mean like that meaning, you know, with pregnancy. No, it's not that. But then I came um then I stumbled upon a tarot reading, and like the woman was like reading my aura, and I was like, okay, well, whatever. I don't whatever. Like, you know, this is like a general tarot reading, so I was like skeptical, but she started saying that my aura is rainbow, and I was like, what? And from that moment on, the opal reminds me of happiness, and overall when I wear that ring, it just like lifts me up. I like to wear it out whenever I go out because it kind of, I feel like, helps my energy to calm down. I don't know if it works or whatever. But what I want to say is that rainbow reminds me of like a spectrum of something, like a lot of things in one thing, if that makes sense. So I'm getting like that's both of your energy. What? You know what I mean. You're yeah, you both are like very diverse in like the way your energy moves. So I don't know, sometimes I'm hearing something may work on you or on them, but at other times it may not be working and you're confused, and that's why I'm hearing, especially if I'm hearing, but not, yeah, especially if they're a woman, then like when she moves through like one phase of her cycle to another, I'm hearing like the energy changes. So I don't know, I'm hearing like you, if you want to understand why she reacts like differently, I'm hearing it like the luteal phase to something done like in during ovulation or something. So like learning that, I'm hearing, could be very helpful for just like understanding what's wrong with her at a certain time of the month. All right. Okay, so with this, there are like eyes on the water in the background, and I that's the first time I'm seeing that. I'm hearing that whenever this person retreats, they feel judged, seen by you, but it's about emotions. I'm hearing the most. It's like they feel seen. No. They feel seen by you, but you're not judging their emotions, but they feel judged by their emotions, and if that makes sense. So that's why they retreat, because they need to like ground themselves. We have like the pomegranate here. I'm seeing a lot of like content on Hades and Persephone, and I'm not even like reading into that, to be honest. But I'm getting like something about that myth may be significant for you guys. Maybe they like work with Persephone in some way, or with Hades, or I don't know, but something about that god relationship is significant. Okay, maybe they're like maybe they're like the spring to your death, you know, like the Persephone to your Hades. I don't know. It depends on like your relationship, I'm hearing. So although actually, you know, if I remember right, Persephone was spending like all year underground, but she like was coming out on spring to like make spring happen. So maybe this person like hmm, I don't know, because I'm getting like one thing that you don't see them one day while while they're blooming, but at the same time no, I'm getting like they're always blooming, because you know Persephone is still the goddess of spring, even underground. So I don't know. Take that however that resonates, or read about it, whatever. Okay, the first card that came out when I was shuffling was the Sun, which reminds me just like overall good energy. Whatever is happening in your connection, I'm hearing it's overall, it's all is good. All is well. Don't worry. Like, no matter what's happening, it's still good. You know, when the Sun comes out in a tarot reading, it usually means that like whatever card there was before At least that's how I read it. It's not that bad. You know, if there was a tower card here, it means that it's just like, you know, it's not like a big collapsing of a building. It would mean that it's just like, you know, like a slide, like, you know, like a on a like a you know, in like a board games you have like the things you move. Whatever. I just mean that like it's not that bad. Whatever you feel like it's bad, it's not that bad. But for your person this is bad. This feels like that. You know, they feel just like a lot of despair, a lot of resentment towards themselves, I'm hearing. And when they pull back, it's like, and if I just look at the intuition card, and if you somehow feel their emotions and you feel like a wave of something negative like sadness, resentment, anger, whatever, it's not towards you. I'm hearing like it's never towards you. It's like towards themselves more, and that's why they pull back, because they need to like feel safe while being seen by their emotions. Which, you know, usually you say we say like you need to see your emotions, but in this case, I'm hearing that this person actually needs to be seen by their emotions, if that makes sense. I'm getting like a cozy vibe of like candlelight, you know, like a warm um light, you know, with the moon here. So I don't know, that may help you or them. And we have the lovers and the nine of wands, and with that I'm hearing like you need, in order for this person to have strength to like go through the last battle that they have and whatever cycle they're currently fighting, they need your love, they need your connection, they need to feel supported by you and all that. So you give them strength. That's overall what I'm hearing. Like you I'm hearing you're the only person who makes them feel safe, supported, and like they're not a burden, I'm hearing. But like, how do I say this? It's like, it's because they know, they know that you want to be with them. You know, it's not like you do it voluntarily. Is that the word? Like you're not their family, I'm hearing. Like they may, like you may be very close, whatever, but since you are like their romantic partner, I'm hearing that they know that whatever support you're giving them, it's not because you have to, you know. And since it's not because you have to do that, it means that it's unconditional, and for their nervous system, I'm hearing it's like, okay, it's safe. So yeah, I'm going to pull one more card and we'll see what will come out with that. And actually the message here, I feel like it's pretty clear. Like overall what I'm getting is like you both heal in connection with each other. You cannot heal separately. But like you don't feel your person doesn't, maybe you too, but like I'm hearing more like your person just doesn't feel safe yet. They're in the that's the death. Oh my god, it's the death of like the period of isolation in their life, because I'm still like coming back with my thoughts to the hermit card that I saw earlier, and like it didn't come out like the second time, and it's nowhere near the bottom of the deck. So it just means I'm hearing whatever frustrating thing may be happening for you right now with them, like not frustrating in a way that they're frustrating to you, or and you're not frustrating them. It's like whatever, just like, you know, when something frustrates you when you don't understand something, that's the frustration that I'm getting. So whatever, like whatever thing like that is happening with them currently, they're ending the cycle of having to heal in isolation, because until now they felt safe, and they're going through a metaphor. What's this, like it's, you know, I was talking about menstrual cycle, so we have a breakthrough, we have purification, so there, and we have a big black cat here again. So, And we have lemon balm. Oh my god, I was curious whether this will come out or not. In Polish, this sounds completely different. And when I learned what that is in Polish, I was like, what? Because it's Melissa in Polish. And like everyone in Poland like says like whenever someone is stressed, you tell them to drink Melissa, and they're like, okay, like it won't work, but like they'll drink that anyway. This is so disgusting, but whatever. This is a soothing plant, and I'm getting like your there lemon balm with that lemon coming through earlier. But I just wanted to point out that we also have a black cat, and we have also the color yellow, so they just need to like feel safe. You know how I'm seeing like a rescued animal, or like not even, or like how you bring like a new pet into your house, and I'm holding the animal spirit oracle. um when you bring a new pet into your house and they need to like smell everything, they need to smell you, they need to feel safe with you and all that. I'm getting this kind of energy from your person. They're like an animal who's like sniffing you. Still, it's like they just need to learn your scent, if that makes sense, to feel safe with it. Maybe literally, maybe not. I'm hearing if you recently changed your perfume and you're not sure if they like it or not, it's because like they're getting used to that. Like maybe until now they were like, oh, this is my person smell, and now you change that and they still need to like, right now their nervous system needs to shift to feel comfortable with how do I say this, like their nervous system needs an update on what's going on in your environment, and whatever that perfume is for you in your relationship, they're still sniffing you. I'm hearing something about Spotify may be significant. I just saw like this before my eyes. Okay, we have a lion with strength and power. I love this card. And we also have Flamingo, Balance Harmony. This card always reminds me of Sagittarius energy. I don't know, that's how I see Sagittarius people. And Sagittarius reminds me of confidence and like curiosity, being brave. Not like, yeah, like courageous, Mm, yeah, determination here. So you overall, you both like give that strength to each other, but I'm hearing more right now. It's important for you to remember that you also give them strength. Not only they give the strength to you, if that makes sense. um I'm feeling close to like use one more deck, but I'm not sure which one I want to use. um I'm not getting anything more with the lion. They may be a Leo. um we have another big cat, and you know what I'm reminded of? Like, these videos when like the lioness is like cuddling with the lion, and the lioness is like being like roaring on the lion, something, whatever, you know. And like people are like, oh, all females are the same in the comments, and like saying like, whatever. I just feel the energy that this person is doing their best to not be that type of relationship where you need to like roar, or like not roar, but growl. Is that like that like sound? So like this person just doesn't want to become like, they don't want to bite you to establish a boundary, if that makes sense. Like they don't want your relationship to be that kind of relationship where they need to be very harsh to establish a boundary. And I'm hearing that maybe that's also why they retreat sometimes, because I just look at the Seven of Wands, and that's also a boundary. So when they don't want to bite you, that's when they retreat. I'm hearing that you want to be bitten, you know. um but I don't know. I think it's like an individual thing here, because I'm not getting anything more. something about a sunrise may be significant, or is it sunset? I don't know. Sunrise, sunset, whatever. They may want to like see pretty things with you. I'm hearing like a pretty landscape, you know. But like I don't know if it's because I'm getting like I just saw like the word city and like an emoji with like an egg. Like no, so maybe it's just like something about it being natural, or they want your connection to be naturally beautiful. I'm going to grab one more deck. And I actually have two. Oh my god. I haven't like really sat on this chair for like such a long time, and I forgot how uncomfortable that is. So I'm getting like maybe you haven't been in a relationship for a very, I'm hearing a long time. Like I'm seeing this of like dust and cobwebs and everything. So like for a long time, and you forgot how uncomfortable waiting for someone to feel comfortable with you can feel, if that makes sense. I saw 111 before. What is this card? Wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Oh, I'm glad I grabbed this deck. We had roots before. We have wisdom again, knowledge, understanding. We have that sniffing and nervous system updating thing. I'm hearing that this person pulls back whenever they feel, oh, like you're growing roots into each other, like you're, whenever you learn something new about them or you understand them more, which they don't have to even know about that. I'm hearing that they're very intuitive, so like their energy just like picks up on that, if that makes sense. Like their intuition, their subconscious, whatever. Whenever you learn something new about them, you understand them more, you make them feel seen, they're like, oh my god, this is too close, this is like we are getting too tightly woven whatever together, like our roots are just like intertwined too much, and they want to pull back to like kind of stop that process, but it already happened, and that's why they are coming back, because energetically you are already bound together, if that makes sense. They just need to feel peace and balance within the knowledge that you see them fully for who they are. And like I'm not hearing that this is not something that they don't want to experience with you, but this is something that they feel deeply uncomfortable with. Yeah, success, accomplishment of one's goals. You are their accomplishment. I'm hearing like you are their goal, but now that they don't, now that they have you, they're like, oh my god, this is like much better than I expected with the intuition here. So I need to pull back, I need to feel safe, I need to hide behind something, like with the cat and her being like, you know. Yeah, okay. I hope it makes sense. And devotion. Oh my god, also I'm hearing with this, whenever you like show them too much affection, but like I'm strongly hearing, I'm seeing the word dream. The affection, the kind of affection that they dreamed of, then they also may pull back. So whenever they pull back, like the message basically is like whenever they pull back, it's not because you did something wrong, you did something so right that they're scared of how intensely good that felt, if that makes sense. So overall you're doing a very, very good job. It's just that their nervous system doesn't know how to show you appreciation in a way that you deserve, if that makes sense. So I don't know, I'm just hearing the universe say like, if you feel not appreciated, if you feel like you are getting like rejected, neglected in some way, that's because of that, but this doesn't make it okay, you know. But maybe for you it does. I'm hearing, I don't know, there's something about your energy that's like very grounded, peaceful, and like very loving and understanding. I'm just seeing someone like patiently sitting, waiting, observing, and like being like, it's okay, yeah, this is well, you know. Yeah, I love you. So I don't know if you were meant to tell them that you love them, or if you're telling them and they're like that. But no, I'm getting more so like this is like a hint from the universe to for you to like say that, in some way, or say it in a different way. But I don't know, because here we have, these are powerful words. So, and like, she's holding her hands like, oh my god, I'm getting like, mm, they may show you, I'm hearing like one day the energy of being like, oh my god, really, like, and this next one they're like, huh, I don't care, and like, this is confusing, I know. But it's like, I don't know, I'm hearing you know what to do with that. It's not something new. Like, I'm hearing this whole reading is just like a confirmation for you. True love, once in a lifetime. Yeah. Rest and relaxation. So, you helping them to relax, you helping them to feel like like they're your only person, like they're the only one for you. That's what will help them the most. And then there's like, understand, well, you know what to do. Like, I'm hearing like you're already doing that. It's just like the universe wanted to send you a message with like a little bit of like, you know, improvement. I'll be supportive. Yeah. So all is well, and this is all I have for you. Intuition is strongly coming through. Like, I'm seeing just like a lotus flower may also be significant, but I'm seeing just like something about intuition a lot. So yeah, this is all I have for you guys here today. Thank you for watching. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, because I doubt that you will see me until that time. Whatever. I saw me filming something on spring, so maybe that's when you'll see me again. I don't know. We'll see. You'll see. Whatever. I just wanted to thank you for being here. I hope that this was helpful and insightful, and yeah, okay. Merry Christmas. Have a nice day. Have a nice rest of your not year, life. And I'm hoping that like at least one goal that you have for your New Year's is going to unexpectedly show up still in this year, in the remaining half of this month. So I'm going to blow like one candle for you. And I did one. Okay, so yes, this was like me making a wish, and I'm manifesting that for you. And oh, I'm giving you that energy. Okay, bye. Merry Christmas. Bye.